So I just wanted to quickly share with you how we can, there are, like I said, right, so we first find the target audience for our clients. So for example, this one, Belgium, 2 industries, 3 seniority levels and large companies. So there are, a bunch of clients that we want to, let's say, import. Now, what we want to do first, we want to import these clients. And let's say after importing these clients, the clients will not be perfect, as in like, there will be a lot of, say, for example, I've selected one particular industry. I want only clients in that industry, but somehow what LinkedIn does is it gives me people. Let's say I have, telecommunications. Okay. So I want to import only the clients who work in the telecommunication industry. But for some weird reason, when I import, this set into an Excel, it gives me like 5 more extra industries or 10 more extra industries. I don't know why LinkedIn does that, but it does that, right? For example, so this is how we will do it for our client. We have the target audience. And once you downloaded it, it looks like this, right? So what I want to teach you in the next 5 minutes is how do you clean this up, using pivot tables, so that it's really easy for you to, what do I say? Like clean this up. You can remove the people who don't belong to the industry. You can remove the people who have weird titles. They're not the ones that you want, etc., etc. Right? So I've just made this is how it looks. After you download it, Control A to select the entire table. So you can see, like, I just pressed Control A and it has selected the whole table. You can double check sometimes. It will not select the whole table because if there is a line break or something like that. So I'm just double checking by, coming to the bottom. There are 3,877 rows in this one. And I've selected everything by simply pressing Control A. After pressing Control A, I'm going to format this whole thing as a table. Okay. So click on Format as a table. Just choose any color. I'm just going to go with this color, green. Okay. So yes. So the whole thing has now become a nice looking table, right? Something like this, right? Okay, fair enough. Now it's so difficult for me to, the easy way to clean is, really easy. I start with, industry, and then I keep, cleaning it up one by one. But what I like to teach you is how to do it via, let's say, pivot tables, right? Because pivot table is so easy to for you to do it, right? So this is the industry 2. Industry 2 is the industry that LinkedIn has provided. Okay, but what we have also done is we have put in our own industry. This is what we want, actually, professional services. But somehow LinkedIn, when we downloaded these people, all these other people have come from advertising, IT services, etc., etc. So what I'll do to clean them up, right? I can create a pivot table. I mean, ideally, let me create it, over here in sheet. So sheet 1 is my data. Sheet 2 is where, my pivot table is. Just learn, again, do a Control A to learn the name of this table. The name of this table is table 1. I hope you can see that word here, table 1. Go here and click on any cell and insert pivot table from table. And then table range, just write the name as table 1. You remember the name of the table was, table 1. Typically, it was always be table 1 if that is the first table, in your entire Excel sheet. I click OK. The pivot table, empty pivot table will be here. Okay. Now, what do I want? I want industry. Okay. The industry that I want is this one, industry 2. Just look at, I click on industry. That's it. And look at all the industries that has come, right? I only wanted one industry, right? I downloaded the people for one industry, but LinkedIn download has given me all of these industries for some weird reason. I don't know why. And now I need the count, like how many people are in accounting, how many people are in administration, how many people are in advertising. I need the count. So in order to get the count, I can just take the name, the first name or the full name, drag it and put it in values. And make sure the values is count of full name, not sum of full name. Okay, it has to be count. So as you can see, count, it has already told me that there are 28 people in accounting, 2 people in administration, 181 people in advertising. Okay. So here you can right click and say sort from largest to smallest. Right. So as you can see here, the largest one is, blank. This is a very problematic one, right? Blank meaning, there is nobody, the client did not bother to write his industry. So in that case, what you would do? So I would always say, leave it as it is, don't delete these people who are blank. Higher education, business consulting, IT consulting, software development, so this is the main thing that are there, right? And the rest of them are in all over the place, right? Of 3,876, number one. So this is my first thing that I will keep. Okay, so which means you can decide, I'm going to keep these ones. I don't know. I mean, it's up to you. You and your client can decide. Sometimes your client can decide, I only want to keep these 5. Okay, remove the rest of them. He can say, remove all of this rest. Everything, remove it. Just keep the first 5. Those are my right clients. Remove all of them. So he can indicate using a red block like this. Yes, if you have a question, just ask, don't worry about it. Just keep asking.
Yes, Anis, we requested professional services in that industry. Why are we having all these other things here?
That is the beauty of our LinkedIn. So it is giving, this is the real result, even though we requested only professional services, because these industries are related to professional services. So business consulting is related, IT services is related. Okay, advertising services is related to professional services, legal services are related, right? So even though we asked only for professional services, it has given us all of these things. This happens all the time, Farah. That's why, you got to be really careful. So if I search for professional services, I'm sure it will be there somewhere. Yeah, professional services. If I click that, yeah, there are only 6 people in professional services out of 3,000 people.
Oh my goodness. And we requested, we put the filter professional services.
Yeah, definitely. This is a very weird case, very, very weird, why it is like this. Usually that one will be the number 1. It will have like 500 or 1,000 or something like that. Usually this is slightly weird because, it is that one that we requested is. So even like, for example, for some other clients, right, they will say, I requested professional services. Why higher education is there? Okay, why law practice is there? Remove all those things. He will say that. Okay, so now what you need to do is to remove them from here. Okay, but anyway, I'm going to create one more pivot table. Okay, why am I creating another pivot table? Just to do the same cleaning up. Instead of industry, I'm creating table 1. Enter, new pivot table will come here. Instead of industry, I'm going to go with title. I'll click on title. All these titles are here, and I'm going to do the same thing. Drag and drop full name and count it. And then I will right click, sort largest to smallest. Okay, this is beautiful, right? We only want founder or CEO, right? We don't want all these other things. Okay, all nonsense is here, right? We don't want all these other things. In 1 minute, I can clean all of these guys up, right? So basically, I can say role A, this one is equal to filter, value filter. I will say, label filter does not contain. I want everything that does not contain the word founder. Look at this. More than, I don't know how many. Oh my God. I only want to go for the founder. Look at the junk it has given me. It has given me 1,927 people. That's literally half the people. Without the word founder there. But I also don't want to miss, the press. I think, yeah, we can be very strict. If somebody is saying CEO also, no problem. Just remove them, right? So the first thing I'll do, right, even without, other nonsense, I'll just come to the shade Because for me, the founder one is a killer one, right? I can easily remove half the people here if they don't have founder. So I'll click here. Okay. I will filter by text filter, does not contain. If somebody does not contain founder, okay, sometimes, your, or does not contain, you can put one more also, because, sometimes it's good to have, does not contain, let's say CEO. Okay, because I want to be, I want to teach you like how to do both. Okay, so if the guy does not have founder, or if it doesn't have a CEO, how many are there? Something is not right. Okay, because I'll tell you some problem. Why, it thinks co-founder is not founder, something is not right. So I'm going to correct it. I'm going to go text filter. I want every row that does not contain the word founder. Yeah, 1927. And you can double check. Everything here is not a founder, right? Nobody is a founder here, right? So what you can do, nothing. Just select all of them. I don't know whether you can do Control A, and just, deselect the first one, right? So Control A, it will select everything. Deselect the top row, okay, like this, and then just press delete. You see what happened just now? So I come here, I refresh it. Oh no, what happened? Nobody is here right now. What happened to that? Let me just check. Maybe I just deleted the whole thing or what? Title, select all. Yeah. Now you see, everyone is a founder here. Every single one of them is a founder, right? Now, if I go here, I don't know why it came as blank, maybe because of my filter. What is the problem here? Maybe I've done some, okay, I've just, okay, here, look at that. Look how beautiful it is. Every one thing here is a founder. Why did I choose this one, right? Why did I choose to, clean it up with the founder first? Is because it would avoid, a lot of headache for me. Look at this right here. It's already avoided like so many headache. All the guys have gone, from here, right? From 3,900, 1,900, almost 2,000 people are finished, right? That's why I did the easy one. I clicked on everybody who's not a founder and simply deleted them, right? So that's the thing. The second thing, I could also do on location, but I'm pretty sure, I don't need to. Sometimes you can do it for location, industry. And the other main thing that all your clients would really love is company. I'll do one more thing on, company, because all your guys will love it. Company name. And the same thing, just put the full name as here. Okay. Right click, sort largest to smallest. Look at that. So these are the real companies. Zenith, Northeastern, this is, so your client will know immediately when he looks at this company list, will they be their client or not? You understand? Maybe the whole thing is a very, very bad idea. This whole thing is a bad idea, right? This one thing is so important, this company, right? You'll say, guys, these guys will never be my client. You understand what I'm saying? These guys are never going to be my client. And he'll say, don't waste your time on this. So why are we doing this, right? We are trying to do this so that, we only knock on the doors of people who are relevant. By cleaning the whole target audience by industry, right? In fact, I would say even you can forget about industry. Industry cleaning is also not necessary if you are able to do, the cleaning by title and the cleaning by company, because company is like the ultimate cleaning, right? If the guy can say, you know what, these are all not the relevant people for me. Oh my God, you guys would have wasted so much time to go after all these things. You can simply say, don't waste your time with all these people. Does it make sense to everybody how to do the cleaning up? I can come here. I can just obviously, like profile URL. I want to basically, I'm just showing one last final step of how to remove all the blanks. So select all the blanks because there are like thousands of blanks here. And then just select them like this, by the row. I'm just selecting and just, pulling my mouse down so that I can select all the blanks in one shot, right? You can also do this, or you can do Control A. I just did Control A. Press the control button and don't just remove the industry, the first column, because you don't want to select this thing. And then right click here. I don't know why. Control A, remove this guy, right click, delete row. It'll take a few minutes to delete everything because it is deleting 2000 rows. Yeah, it's all deleted. Now bring everything back. So it's now completely cleaned up. Now this one has only founders, right? Does it make sense to everybody? What I do, I just save it. And share it with my client.